Oh hey, didn't see you there.
My name is Sarah. I graduated from the University of Toronto about a month ago. I did an honors Bachelor of Arts. I wanted to make this video to show my university experience here at UofT because it was a long 4 years for me and I feel like I should get something out of it. These are the classes I took in first year. First year is very difficult. It is so much change happening to you all at once, especially if you move away from home for the first time. I lived in residence for my first year and I had 3 roommates. I was not besties with my roommates and I think that's fair. I think a lot of people just end up living with random people that they meet one time and never talk to again. And some people meet like their best friends for the rest of their life. I don't know. I think a really big thing to remember is that in first year, you kind of want to like reinvent yourself, become a whole new person, XYZ. And while that's nice, it's not entirely possible to reinvent yourself completely in like 2 months.
If you're sad now, you might still feel sad there, okay?
Yeah, school-wise, I was very confused for a lot of first year. I did not know how to do course selection. I kind of knew what my program needed, but also not really. I think it all came down to like not talking to people at school and then not knowing what's going on. I ended up taking an extra course, Eco 101, that did absolutely nothing for me. I thought it was a breadth requirement, but it wasn't. And then I no credit it because I was doing bad and the prof was really mean. Sometimes you do things that do absolutely nothing for your life, and that is something for your life. I also joined a whole bunch of clubs because I thought that would be fun. There was a public speaking club that I joined for the whole year. I cyber stalked a certain club that will come up later because I was too shy to go to their events. I think it was more just like exploring campus and what you can do in university, but I was very shy. I didn't really make friends until like second semester or end of second semester, and I think that's fine. I think when you go to university, you also are worried of like, oh, I'm not going to be friends with my high school friends anymore, and it could be, but also like, I guess you just put in the effort, and if you want to be friends, you will be, and if you don't, then you won't. For the summer after first year, I volunteered at a law office. I kind of just got it off Indeed.com. I can't really give advice on finding a job or something after your first year. It's kind of just like things happen. First year is just kind of like rip, like, and you just have to go through it, and then it's over. These are all the courses I took in second year. Second year was low-key like a lot better. I moved out to an apartment and I had one roommate. We had one mutual friend who introduced us, and we met for 20 minutes and then we decided to live together for 3 years. Classes were going a lot better. I joined this club, UTBSA. It took up a lot of my time. So at the start of second year, I was a frosh leader for orientation. I think that was a really good start to second year because frosh is way more fun as a leader than it is as like a first year, because you actually like know people and then you just play a lot. Something that was like going on in first year and also part of second year was students unaliving themselves on campus. I remember after frosh ended in September, in October, there was another unaliving period, and I reached out to my frosh babies because I felt so bad that they were coming to this school a month into school and someone unalives themselves at their school. Like, that's something they don't really tell you about at the university fairs. People have limits, and you actually do have to think about your mental health a bit more in university because it's very, very hard. The second biggest thing I remember about second year was a phenomenon called peepeepoopoo man. And it was a man who was going around to different like Toronto University campuses and dumping buckets of feces on random people. Not like in an organized event way, like in a bad criminal way. The first one happened here at Robarts, now that I think about it. And I remember I was gonna go here to study that day, but I just decided to go to a different library, and I'm so glad I never went back to this cafe to study ever again. People were like, oh my god, he was spotted at like MedSci. So I just went home because I did not want to get pee-pee-poo-pooed on. And I was like, oh, second year's crazy. Nothing crazier can happen, right? And then school stopped forever. Peepeepoopoo man was arrested, but then there was a pandemic. They don't tell you about peepeepoopoo man at the university fairs. They don't tell you about a coronavirus at the university fairs. So when you think about like the college experience and how it's not like the movies, why is there peepeepoopoo man? And because it was like the pandemic for the summer, obviously everyone like didn't have anything to do, myself included. I just did some online tutoring, but honestly, not much. Anyways, that was second year. These are all the classes I took in third year, plus like summer school, because I count that as third year. Third year was fully online. The thing that took up most of my third year was the club that I was in, because that year I was club president, and it was a lot. It was really fun. Really poured my heart into that, mostly because I didn't have anything else to do. Also very difficult because pretty much like half the team was like on the other side of the world from like a 12 or 13 hour time difference. So that was an interesting part of my third year. I think it really helped. I felt like third year was my most social year, and it was the fully online year because like I met a whole bunch of new people and talked to people, but it was like fully online, and like maybe that's what I'm comfortable with. Second semester I took an extra course, so I took 6 courses, and then I really wanted to drop the last one, but at the same time I calculated it, and based on like the courses I had left, I basically saved $500 and then made fourth year a lot easier. I did that, it worked out. Had my first work study position, which I was like working in the sociology department, and I thought that was really interesting. It's like a lot easier to get a work study position or work for the university when you're in upper year, and it was interesting to do something that was like related to my program for once, because usually job postings don't ask for a sociology degree or a philosophy degree. So summer after third year, I ended up doing summer school, and then I was also preparing for my LSAT, and I had a work study, and I was doing some clubs. So it was a lot. I think third year is when things like get really busy. You'd think fourth year is the hardest, and it's kind of like when everything comes together, but for everything to come together, you have to do things, and third year is when a lot of those things happen. But yeah, okay. We have arrived to fourth year. These are all the courses I took in fourth year. Fourth year was very stressful, but not for the same reasons as other years. It was a lot of my like law school applications that took like a big toll. My roommate and I started getting closer last year. So this year we were really in the trenches together. She was also applying to grad school. Sometimes we would have floor time where we just coordinate an hour at the apartment and just lie on the floor. So that pretty much sums up how fourth year went. I still did extracurriculars and some clubs, but I definitely pulled back from previous years because I just didn't have as much time as I did. Thanks to my previous self, I had a much lighter course load, so that allowed me to have time to do all these applications, but also just like spend some more time with friends while I still could. The good thing about being in fourth year and taking a lot less courses is that I could take courses that I actually was interested in. I took some seminar courses where the classes were very small. There were only about like 14 people. I honestly think 400 level courses are easier than 300 level courses. At least for my programs, that's how it felt. Easier in the sense of like, it's not so standardized and you're actually learning. And I thought that was very nice. I actually wish I took more 400 level courses. Compared to the previous year, I actually retained what I was learning. It kind of mirrored first year in the sense of like everything is changing and it's a big tornado. But this year was better because of therapy. I felt like, okay, I'm in fourth year and I'm gonna graduate, and I felt like I wasn't a real adult. So I felt like I had to tell someone that. It was like a big staple of my fourth year, I would say. It was like another class basically on my course schedule. Once I started getting some acceptances, the overwhelming relief of getting a first one, no matter what school it is unnatural. So I think after that, everything went a lot more smoothly. I feel like it was a good end to my undergrad because I know everyone after me got kind of shafted. I think I was pretty lucky to get like a full first year and then also an in-person graduation. I graduated 1 month ago. It was nice. It was very hot and sweaty in a big room with lots of people I don't know, but that's graduation. That was my fourth year. If you ever wondered what university is like, that is what it is. Good things happen and then bad things happen and then it's over. And now you're sitting on a bench talking to a camera.
Thanks for watching it. No.
Smash that subscribe.
Smash that like button. Hit that subscribe button.
Thanks for watching my video about my university experience.
To like 4 years ago me, if I could watch this video, it's not very hopeful, to be honest.
I would say overall net positive.
I'm giving like a bare minimum review of university. I'm like, it is like overall net positive. And you get like a big piece of paper, so thanks for watching my video. Hope you liked it. Smash that like button.